What's up, witches? It's the Undercover Witch, and today we are doing our water sign reading. So this reading is for you if your sun sign is in Pisces. So let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be from the end of July throughout August. And also, thank y'all so much for sticking around. I know I've been on kind of a few hiatuses. It's just because of like health issues and stuff in my family. I've talked about it a little bit here before, so thank you for understanding and sticking around. Let's go ahead and get started. So we have the Three of Coins, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Empress. I'm getting a weird message here with that Three of Coins because I feel like whatever you're working on is kind of like poking the beast, so to speak, or it's like dangerous work. I don't know. There's just something about this, like, you know, you're messing with that Wheel of Fortune. You know you're messing with destiny or fate. And I said the Empress earlier. I have the Emperor. So just be careful of what you think you can control and what you actually have to control, because I think the way that you're kind of approaching that Wheel of Fortune, it may not be in the ways, the results may not be how you expect them. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, what you have to recognize is that everything's connected. Your energy is connected to this thing, to this thing, to this thing. And you know that it's connected, but I don't think you realize how much it's connected just because, I don't know, I think you're trying to look for a specific reaction from either like a person or maybe the universe, or maybe you're just angry at yourself or angry at the universe, or you're angry at a specific person. You're trying to use the universe to take it out on that person. That sort of thing. It's just not working the way that you want it to. Now, normally I'm pretty fair and solid on all types of magic, not just like light magic or good magic, but I do feel like whatever you're doing here is unprovoked, and so that is why you're getting such a negative pushback from the universe. I know you might not think it's unprovoked, but it does seem like it is. So let's look into why before we start getting mad. Okay, so we have the Empress. We have the Empress, which is right under the Three of Coins. So somebody, I really do think somebody's trying to like give you something or work with you, and you're just kind of like, I want to do it on my own. But we have the King of Cups here as well, which can do with like emotions. So Pisces, you're very emotional because you're a water sign, but that's not only why, there's other reasons, I'm sure. But water signs, especially Pisces, are really, really good with like emotional manipulation. However, I don't think a lot of times y'all do this intentionally. However, it is coming up here with this King of Cups that maybe you're just really focused on how you feel and how your emotions feel, that you're not really acknowledging how others may feel or other people's perspectives. So I think possibly like you had a bad emotion and you're associating it with somebody else, even though they didn't have a direct correlation. And now you are upset about it and I think you're like poking and just angry at everyone is kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, because we have Judgment. So I think that you're really putting a lot in your hands in terms of, well, I went through something bad, I want to judge everybody. But there's some people like this Empress in your life that they want to help, they want to be like a guiding hand, and you just can't let them get close. And again, I don't think this is malicious from you. I think it's more of a like an attitude or a treatment. You just can't let anyone get close, and it's causing this imbalance pretty much in your life and with those other people. So those are the first 2 weeks. So that first week, again, you're kind of just angry, you're messing with things, you're retaliating kind of against the universe, against what plans are there for you. And we have the second week, which is somebody's trying to gift you something. Could possibly be even your guides, or somebody in your life or a family member, and you are just very judgmental. You're just like, I can't deal with it. But we have somebody here with this Five of Coins. So we have Temperance, the third week, the Five of Coins. So I feel like there's somebody that wants to offer you something, like they see you trying to fight and fight and fight, but they have this balance to them. They have this temperance energy to them, which is more balanced out than that judgment energy, right? They're like, look, you can make judgments and you can like have an idea of how things work, but it has to be balanced. It has to be in harmony with yourself and your energy. And we have this I said 5 coins, that's 4 of coins, which offers some sort of stability. And then we have the 9 of wands. So that 9 of wands is like a sign of defeat. So maybe you went on this rampage and you're like, okay, like, now what? Like, you're sitting there like, I don't know what to do now. And this person, again, is, like I said, they're offering something to you. The last week we have this 9 of cups, the 8 of cups, and the palace of cups. Golly. Okay. So this Knight of Cups, I feel like you have multiple people just coming in your life and being like, hey, like, you need to chill. So I think this Knight of Cups might be a friend bringing that message of, like, you know, that's maybe more emotionally, like, in tune with themselves and can share their emotions a little bit better. But they want to teach you how to do that. So we have the 8 of Cups and the Palace of Cups. So I do think that you'll be taking that step to, like, enlightenment, to, like, elevate yourself a little bit and really explore your emotions, which is good. But I think maybe just these next 3 weeks, you are just going to be really frustrated and angry. You might not want to let anybody in or talk to anybody. But by the end of it, you do end up having some open communication, right? So that is good. Let's see if we missed anything. Okay. I believe that's it's the 9 of Swords. So you're having inner turmoil, which completely makes sense. Like, you are dealing with some, possibly even like mental health issues. And we also have the Star here. So you're dealing with this because you're not really giving enough to yourself. You're not giving yourself enough time, enough energy. You might be even giving too much energy to other people, which is where this, like, anger is coming from, right? Because you are trying to make judgments on everybody and just push your energy out into what other people are doing. You're not saving enough for yourself, and it's causing this, like, sense of lack within yourself. So you need to really focus on that, because it can cause an imbalance. Even if you, like, think this person deserves something or whatever, focusing so much energy on it will never be good for you. And that's what it's about. It's not really about the other person. Like, who cares about them? I'm not saying, like, I don't think they deserve it or anything like that. I don't care what they deserve. I care about what you deserve. And you deserve to, like, love yourself and have enough time for yourself and have enough energy for yourself at the end of the day, where you don't have to worry about this other person, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to grab a goal. Not that many, just one, hopefully. Okay. Please think of the things in your life that you're proud of, that fulfill you, that make you happy, and write them down somewhere. Look at that list every time you feel that you're failing. So anytime that you're getting frustrated with somebody else, you're getting angry, you think that your life isn't worth, like, really putting work into or focusing on your own life, you know, think about all the things that make you happy. Think about why you're here. Think about why you're doing certain things. Think about the things that you like to do, you know, that sort of stuff. Give yourself some wiggle room, and know that there's things in your life that you do enjoy. You just have to, like, pinpoint them and find them. And if there's things that you like in life that you just don't have access to, think about how you can make access to those things, right? So don't just say there's nothing, and then, but you know, in fact, there is something. It's just you don't have access to it, right? Let's go ahead and get an angel message. We have keep your eyes on your targeted intention. So stop getting distracted by other people or what other people are doing. Focus on yourself. You really need to take some time to focus on yourself. Let's go ahead. We're going to do 3 yes or no questions. So kind of take everything in. I know that was a bit rough, understood, but I don't know. I just read what comes up, and I think Spirit uses me a lot of times to give, like, the harsher messages, because somebody has to, right? Somebody has to tell you to, like, focus on yourself. Somebody has to tell you to stop messing with other people's shit. Somebody's got to tell you to, like, okay, I know they fucked up. I know they deserve, like, the worst, but, like, you deserve better. Like, somebody has to tell you those things. So that is why I'm here. But let's go ahead. Ask your question. 1, 2, 3. So the first one, we have no. I have the King of Chalices, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Okay. Oh, this may have been a relationship situation. So possibly either like a friend or even somebody you're in a relationship with. I'm really getting the sense that you're like have more of a masculine energy, right? Because you keep coming up with this masculine energy. And I do think that you're like really contemplating, you're really hurt by somebody because they were really cold to you and possibly like maybe they left you for somebody else. I have 4 of Wands, so it's like a marriage card. So maybe they got married, maybe they just focused on somebody else more than you, and that hurt you, and so that's why you're reacting the way that you're reacting. But that doesn't mean that they don't care about you. It doesn't, like, I almost get the sense of like maybe this was a friend that like chose their like spouse or loved one over you at some point, or maybe they're just going further, or maybe they're just getting married and you just feel like you're left on that outer ring, like you aren't going to have the same relationship anymore, you're not going to be as close anymore. So if it's something like that, just take a moment, like breathe. It's not that they don't want anything to do with you, they're just really focused on like this life they're trying to build. But you could be a part of that. You just have to include yourself. You have to choose to include yourself and be active in their lives so that you know, that anger isn't getting taken out on them or anybody, right? So let's go ahead and do the second question. 1, 2, 3. That is a yes. Okay, so we have the Hermit, the Knight of Wands, the 6 of Wands. This is interesting because I got these almost exact same cards, but like in different like different spots of the reading, but they ended up all coming out like close to each other. Anyway, so this is interesting in your case because we do have the Hermit. So I feel like you yourself are singling yourself out, right? Because we also have the Knight of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So I do feel like there's somebody that's looking at you, and I think as you're walking away from them, they're trying to get closer to you, but they're not doing it. They're not doing it with like, they're almost doing it with like an aggressive energy, but it's not directed at you, and you think that they're just like gonna walk past you. Like you don't even think that they have you in mind while they're going on this trip, because they're trying to grab you and take you with them. But they're so determined and set moving forward, you think, oh, they're just leaving me behind. But like on the way to where they're going, they're going to swoop you up and grab you. You just feel like you're being, you know, kind of left out. But they, every time they're like walking around, they're like, where is this person? Where is this person? You know, we have to make sure we grab them before we make it to where we're trying to go. So you're not really being left behind. They're still thinking about you. They're still trying to grab you and get your attention. Last question. 1, 2, 3. We have yes. So I've got the 2 of Pentacles, which is all about balance again. And then I have the 9 of Chalices, which is about wishes. So you need to get clear about what you want. Stop getting distracted. I just keep getting that. Stop getting distracted, because there's people that are trying to distract you because they don't have anything better to do. They're just very sneaky, and I think that you get taken advantage of with that energy a lot, because you think that they're good people, or you think that they're just like trying to help you or whatever. You're like, why would they be putting so much time and energy if they didn't care? But literally they have like no other life to care about. They just watch other people spin their heads round and round, and that's their entertainment, right? So make sure you're being careful of any energy like that. And then last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and pull you a rune. Lately, we've been just grabbing the one that falls. Okay, so we have Dagas, which is all about the sun and going out and walking out into the day. So don't leave yourself in the night by yourself. Don't run into that hermit mode. Kind of let yourself out. Be like enveloped. Even if the emotions feel big, it's okay. You can handle them. And also, ultimately, it's those big emotions that are what you want, right? I think that is everything. So thank you again so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I hope this reading was helpful. I wasn't trying to attack you, but I do see like whenever I'm reading, I also feel that emotion that you're feeling. So that harshness just follows that emotion. But then, you know, just like I did, where it starts out very, very aggressive, like, okay, let's uncover why. Let's figure this out, because, you know, it's not anger that you're feeling. It's sadness. It's like that scared, like abandonment kind of feeling, right? So you need to be able to uncover those emotions on your own and make sure that you're able to do that, because other people won't always be there to help you unpack that. And I mean, you could do like therapy or something like that, but even in those moments, like, you have that for the big things, and then every second of the day you have to unpack your own emotions. So just something to keep in mind, and I hope this was helpful for you. If you are interested, I am restarting my or I'm not restarting it, but I'm uploading my podcast this Friday. Actually, I think it's today. No, yesterday. I don't know. Friday at 11. There's a podcast going to be uploaded where I talk to Xandra Hawes, and she does, you know, psychology and readings. So she's super, super, super cool. I loved speaking with her. She was so sweet. And that's all I have for you today. So I hope that you enjoyed this video.